come and let us reason together. When God uses the word reasoning together, it means that the sharing of ideas and the giving of instructions. Because God gives us a picture of the state of the man. Isaiah 1:18. God gives us a picture of the state of the man. He said, though your sin be as scarlet, that means that man has transgressed. That means that man has misbehaved. That means that man has not been able to keep up with the demands of the kingdom of light. Man has not been able to keep up with the demands of the kingdom. So God says that even though you are in the negative, come and let us reason together. But in this context, man is not coming with strength. On this round table, man is not coming with any strength. Man is coming with a weakness. So God says that even though your sin is as red as scarlet, so man had a negative to begin the meeting with. That before the meeting will begin, man already is in the negative. He said, though your sin is as a scarlet, I am able to make a transformation. So God gives man an assurance of a transformation, that I am able to produce a change. I am able to bring you out of the merry clay and set your feet upon the rock to stay. I am able to open the gate of the world. I am able to expand into honor. Though you have a negative challenge, I am able to give you a clean slate. This is God speaking. Isaiah 1:18. Though your sin be as scarlet, they shall be white as snow. And though the same sin looks red like crimson, they shall be as wool. They are, but they can be. Are you getting it? The current state and the future promise. They are, but they can be. All is anchored on the caveat. Come and let us do what? Reason together. It means that in that reasoning together, something peculiar must happen, which must happen in favor of the man. Is God helping us? But then in the verse number 19, God then gives us the signature of the meeting. That all I have said, that if your sin is as red as scarlet or red as crimson, they can be as white and they can be as snow, as wool. All of these things, this transformation, this exaltation, this honor, they can happen once you and I are willing and obedient. Have you seen it? So he says that even though the promise has been made, there must be a willingness and there must be an obedience. That will take us back to the verse number 18. That it means that if there is the need for willingness, then there must be a given instruction which must demand for our willingness. It means that if there is the need for obedience, then there must be a given instruction which would demand for our obedience. So that gives us the picture. It opens us to that meeting. That so when God says, come and let us reason together, in the actual sense, God is going to give man instructions. So when God finishes a meeting with a person, what is left with the individual? God gives that individual options, instructions, and then the signature is that if you are willing and obedient, you eat the fruit of the land. So when we come together with God, when we reason together with God, he gives us instructions, and our response to those given instructions is what? Isaiah 1:19. So what will be our response? willingness and what? Obedience. So to each one of us, we have individual instructions from God. We have general rules of God, and we have specific rules of God. Whenever you see that people have been honored, people have received results, people are enjoying life, it means that they have fulfilled the demands of that realm. Every realm and the demand of the realm, every realm and the demand of the realm, there are certain exhortation in life that it is your prayer and your fasting that can usher you into that realm. In Acts chapter 10, the Bible says that the Lord appeared unto Cornelius and said that, Cornelius, your prayers and your almsgiving, they have come up to me as a memorial. So the prayer life of Cornelius was a key that opened his realm of divine encounter. There are certain realms in this life that no matter your level of prayer, you can never access it. It takes a life of giving. So the Bible says to us in Luke 6:38 that give and it shall be given unto you. This is the demand of that realm, that there is a realm that demands for giving. The Bible says that in this kingdom of light, there are those that keep, there are those that withdraw their hands when it comes to giving, and all that they have is turned to poverty. And there are those that release what they have and yet they prosper. These are laws that helps us to enter into realms. These are laws. God can love all of us, but his possibilities and opportunities in our lives will differ. As willing as we are obedient, it settles the case. So the question tonight is, as an individual person, what instruction is it that God is demanding Isaiah 119 from you? That if you are willing and obedient, God can make the promise, God can give us the assurance. But then there is the caveat that if you are willing and obedient to every level we desire, there are laws and instructions that governs that level. So then, as you are praying to God, the Father, open me to this realm and this reality, Isaiah 119 comes to play. That if you are willing and what? Obedient. If you are willing and obedient, you eat the fruit of the land. Father, I want to come to a place where my husband will love me. It is a realm, but then the Lord will say, come and let us reason together. What is it that you are asking of me? And you tell him, I want my husband to love me. Then the Lord will take you back to Ephesians 5 verse 21 to 33, that check my instruction there for wives. That what is the instruction? Wives, submit yourselves unto your husband. So then what is God now saying to you? Verse 19 is your instruction. If you are willing and obedient, you eat the fruit of the land. So if you don't know the laws of God, you will not know what to be willing for. Anytime people live without instruction, their willingness goes down. When you know what God can do for you, willingness steps in. That is why he says that if your sin is as red as scarlet, I am able to make them white as snow. And even if they are as crimson, I am able to make it look like a wool. So when you can see this picture, willingness is painted. Now when willingness is painted, now the instructions follows the picture. That if this is what you want to become, live in this way. What is the demand now? Obedience. If you don't see what God can do for you tomorrow, you can't have willingness. And if you don't know what God is demanding of you, you can't have obedience. Is God helping us?